All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today we have online gameplay for the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection over on the Xbox Series S, and we're just going to showcase, what the online is like as of right now. It's about 4 or 5 days after the game's release, and we're going to check that out. Now, I'll let you know in advance that the online for the Xbox is fantastic. I'll give you a second to shut this video off so that you can lay into me in the comments. Now, if you understand sarcasm, you're going to know that I'm being completely sarcastic. The online for the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, on the Xbox anyways, is pretty much a train wreck. And I know I've said that, I've had fun with it before in my last video, I think. But there was a reason for that, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But before we do get into the gameplay, ladies and gentlemen, the last video that I posted, it got a lot more controversy than I thought it would. And, my little speech at the beginning there for four or so minutes really triggered a lot of people. And that wasn't my intention. So that video itself was more of a, my opinions and feelings on the single player and the single player experience with this game. It kind of sounded like I was, trying to shush the people that had legitimate complaints in regards to this game in general, and that wasn't my intention. Now, the online, I understand that a lot of people bought this game for the online specifically. And once again, that video wasn't targeted towards the people that have been playing this online, or want to play online, I should say. Again, it was just a video about my feelings in regards to the single player and such. And, I got a little excited in the introduction there. A little emotional, it seemed, in the introduction there. But my intent wasn't at all to take away from the people who have legitimate complaints about this version, because there are a lot of bugs and such in this version of the Legacy Collection. And I get that. I was trying to focus more on just the positive things, but that's not to say that I don't understand and recognize that there are a lot of issues with this collection. So when they released the trailer for this back, it was a couple months ago, one of the main features of this trailer was the rollback netcode. The online was supposed to be flawless. It was supposed to be the best way to play the old school Mortal Kombat games, and you were supposed to have that arcade experience again, and just a flawless, seamless online game to play these, or online platform to play these old school games once again, and relive the the arcade glory days. This was promised to us as the customer, the consumer. And, we were all excited about that. I could not wait to play with cross-play and, playing people on other systems and such. Like, they were promising a lot. And I think it was like 2 or 3 days before the actual release, Digital Eclipse, posted, okay, we're not including this, we're not including this. And it was just like, what on earth is going on? So, we were hoping for lobbies, or expecting lobbies, spectate, private matches, parties, and all that good stuff. And they literally caught us by surprise by saying, yeah, this stuff isn't going to be included off the hop, but it'll be available down the road. So that was huge in itself. When I showcased this game on Wednesday night for the first time, I went through a lot of the single player stuff. I did end up playing, I think, 6 matches online during that live stream, and the online was horrendous. It was horrendous. Like, people in the live chat were just like, oh my god, what the heck is going on with this? Like, why does it sound like that? Why is it playing like that? You can't pick who you want to play. It's completely random. There's no ranking system, and the online was a disaster, to be honest. Now, like I said earlier, I did mention that I've been having fun with it, or I've had fun with some of the online, and I'm going to explain this. So what I realized was happening to me was that I was starting to accept the lag, accept the poor sound quality, and kind of force myself to have fun with what we're given right now with the online, which is terrible. And while I'm playing, it's choppy. There's input lag. But I was still winning some matches and stuff. And I think I was just like, when you're a kid and you play, like you play the Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat, and you adapt to it pretty quickly and you end up having fun. I feel like that's what happened to me. And once I realized, wait a minute, I am playing a subpar online version of Mortal Kombat. This isn't acceptable. This is terrible. And here I am back, I'm 13 years old again playing, saying, oh, yeah, this is okay. That's not the case. And I was like, whoa, you know what? No, this isn't what they told us we were going to get. And here I am just accepting it. And you know what? That's not right. It's not right. The online is a mess. And if you're having fun with it, then, all power to you. I'm glad you can have fun with it. But realize that's probably what's happening with you. You are just accepting the bare bones for this online experience, and that's not cool. We shouldn't be adapting to that, because we know that the odds are this is going to get better, and they're going to give us what we deserve 6 months down the road maybe. But we don't want a product that's not finished when we pay for it. There was somebody in the comments that said this wouldn't have been acceptable, like back in the 90s when we would get games for Super Nintendo and such. They had to be finished because they knew that if they didn't release a finished great product, people were gonna just trash it and they weren't gonna make their money. And I understand that. I now, because we have already bought it, we're paying for it, and then they give us this subpar product. It's a shame, because even myself am guilty of accepting this when we really shouldn't. No, I'm not going to say that my opinions on the single player are any different, because I did personally have a lot of fun with it. If you didn't, then I understand that too. And if you notice the differences from the arcade and the console ports and stuff, then that's great. I personally notice slight differences, but have adapted to the gameplay for the offline. And again, I'm on the Xbox. I have seen the latency on PlayStation and Steam, Xbox and Nintendo. I've seen the differences, and it looks like the PlayStation and the Switch are the worst versions right now for latency and stuff. But I can't talk for those systems because I don't play on them. So yeah, and in regards to online, listen, I understand. And they gave us an unfinished product, and like people have said too, we're the beta testers for this, and we shouldn't be. We should have got the product that they promised in the beginning. And I understand that, and I'm totally with you in regards to that. I'm not pushing that off to the side. I think Digital Eclipse really fumbled the ball with the online in this especially, and all I can do now is hope for a better product to come out. And with that being said, I am going to play the online and show you just and you can be your own judge in regards to the online play from what I'm about to show. But we're all entitled to our opinions and what we think of this. We're all entitled to that. We all have the right to voice our opinions and speak our minds in regards to this. And I spoke my mind in that last video on the single player mostly. And I get it. I get that a lot of people didn't agree with me, and they took offense to a lot of the stuff I said. Listen, you can't please all the people all the time, especially with a YouTube platform like this. This channel has gotten a lot bigger than I ever anticipated. It's gotten a lot bigger than I ever thought it would, considering what I'm doing on here and the video quality and such. But here we are, and the last thing I want to do is offend people. But again, you can't please all the people all the time. And to people who left, positive comments, thank you very much. I do appreciate that, and I'm glad we're on the same page. But to those that left, negative comments and their feelings towards what I was saying, I thank you too, because that's life. We're not all going to get along. We're not all going to agree on everything, and I respect that. And yeah, and that's all I got to say about that. So we're going to get to the online gameplay right now. You know what? I do want to say one more thing. I almost don't want to say this, but you know what? Listen, I was born in 1979, all right? If you actually really did take offense to me calling a group, okay, I didn't call anyone in particular, but a group of people spoiled brats. When I was born, that's pretty much a compliment in comparison to some of the stuff that I've been called or whatever back in the day. You know, if you took offense to that, well then, get a thicker skin. That's all I got to say about that. That is very tame, and the people saying that too, like I've been called so much worse in comments too, and it's fine. It's, you know, they're just words, okay? So if you genuinely took offense to the whole spoiled brat comment, I'm not apologizing for that because, you know, get a thicker skin, okay? So if that part offends you too, then it is what it is. Let's get into some of the gameplay for the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection online right now. All right, here we go. Little point and shoot action. You get what you get. You don't get upset. Let's do this. Skip all the goodness here. Kablam. Online. Let's do this. A quick match still, the only thing available. Well, let's start off with a little bit of the Mortal Kombat 1 here. See if we can get a couple matches in. Beautiful. It is Daddy versus Bushy Stallion. Sub-Zero. All right, I am on player 2 side. There you go. First things first. The sound you can hear. You can hear that. This guy knows what's up. He's very good. He's very quick. Look at that. Look at that. Good stuff. Absolutely annihilating me. So I'll give this guy a best of 3. Playing a little more defensively there. Oh, sweet. Okay, so watch this. What do you think about that? Listen to how choppy that is. I knew to stand up there. I knew it would have pushed him back, but I just wanted you to see the yeah. He thinks I'll back out. I won't back out. Let's do it again. Here we go. Raiden. So Mortal Kombat 1. I enjoy this game. Never been very good at it. He is just dying. Oh, there we go. I believe he is doing the glitch jabs, but again, if you don't like glitch jabs, part of the game. Yeah, he's pretty good at that too. If you're not a fan of glitch jabs, you know, you don't have to play the people that do them. It's part of it. It is what it is. This guy loves Sub-Zero. He is absolutely destroying me, so power to you, my friend. That jump kick there, it looks like he got me. I wonder if that is a problem. There we go, excellent. Alright, I'll give him 2 or 3. Nah, screw it, I'll give him another one.
Sub-Zero wins.
Fatality. One thing I have experienced on the online for this is
Sub-Zero.
This guy loves Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is definitely his main. Let's do it again. One thing I have I've noticed a few times playing is immediately after I'm done playing, I do get people saying, "Hey, Bushy Stallion." They know who I am. They know who I am. That's kind of cool. And you know what? You can tell, like when this guy's throwing punches, his block is immediate. That is the dreaded glitch jab that people talk about. That is how you get out of it, apparently. We're running out of time, really? That head at the bottom there is John Vogel, I believe. Ed Boon is on the pillar in the middle. That's low punch, too. See, that's how you get out of it. Boom. He showed me. Boom. But he's blocking there. You can see the block is immediate, so the whole glitch jab thing is basically... I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm not going to do it either. The reason I'm not going to tell you is because I don't actually know how to do it. But you see how that block is right there? All right, 3 wins for Dai. There you go. Let's see if he chirps me. Next up, we got, let's do some Mortal Kombat 2 on the stubby little looking arcade machine we have there. So now you be the judge, okay? So that was our first little set on the Xbox series here. I am wired. And you can see the gameplay itself. We got King Achilles 84. Okay, on player 1 side. Random. I always get Molina on random in this. Turn it up a bit. But you can see the first issue is the sound. Like 100%. Sound for sure. This person is taking their sweet time.
Round 1, fight.
Oh, nice. He got me. Got me first. Now, as you can see, the gameplay really isn't terrible right now. A little bit of choppiness. I mean, you can definitely see it. Molina. Mortal Kombat 2, though, my absolute favorite. And a little bit of latency on the controls, that's for sure. And the block there. Got her. Fatality. That was very close. Very close match.
Fatality.
Now, does this look terrible, ladies and gentlemen? I'm player 1 side, King Achilles 84. Look at that. Serious stuttering issue. Ooh, Reptile against Molina. Can be difficult.
Round 1, fight.
Tell she or he loves that move. I'm assuming it's King Achilles, so I'm assuming it's a he. But yeah, there's definite latency on the button pressing here.
2, fight.
Gotcha. Oh no. Reptile.
Round 3, fight.
Yeah, one thing I will say right now, just from playing this few of these matches, is I think the latency is actually on par with the arcade 1-up. It actually reminds me of that right now, to be honest. god. She won. The same fatality. So it is something you have to get used to for now. I know you can actually control, or you can select your pigginess. Kung Lao. This person takes a while to push the button, select their character. We're currently tied at 1. Shang Fun. Worst, alright.
Round 1, fight.
I'm really smashing these buttons.
Shang Tsung wins.
My goodness. Alright, take it.
Shang Tsung wins. Fatality.
It looks like people are definitely used to the latency too. That beginning there. I will still go random though, I don't care. Shang Tsung. But I do have to play more defensive because I kind of guess what he's doing. See what I mean? Oh my goodness, the time it took me to sweep there is unbelievable. I see this stuff coming from a mile away, ladies and gentlemen. I see that.
Shang Tsung wins. Round 2, fight.
He saw that too, I guarantee you. He blocked that, but it didn't block. Oh my goodness. I cannot respond in time here. So yeah, this is where the fun aspect kind of drops. Like I said, this person has obviously played a lot today. Maybe not today, but they know. I tell you, he's not doing anything special. Alright, take your 3 wins, 3. Give that to you. We'll back out of this.
Wins. Fatality.
Alright, King Achilles. Let's jump into Mortal Kombat 3. Let's see if we can find a battle in vanilla Mortal Kombat 3. So my live streams are mainly versus matches against people in the community, random people online, and that's what I do. And for a year and a half, I think, I've been playing with. I've incorporated Fightcade into my live streams. So more than half of my live stream is Mortal Kombat on Fightcade. If anybody's ever watched those, you'll know that the Fightcade battles are pretty much flawless. And, you know, a lot of us were hoping for the same thing with this. All right, we got AEG Hades, player 2. Whew, that's loud. throwing disabled. I didn't know I did that. Once the sound starts cutting out too, that's when a lot of the you'll notice a lot of the stuttering, puttering and stuttering happens. Shoot. I mean, I did win that, but I said shoot because I wanted that combo. Cabal is, a lot of people like Cabal in vanilla because he is very overpowered. All right, online error. Some people just don't like losing, and it's pretty sad. So this person backed out as soon as they lost. Again, I don't, and then yeah, see the music is the music's out. But you know, some people just can't take losing. I can't stand that. I wish if ranked was included in this, I wish that would automatically count as a loss. Hopefully, when they do implement all that good stuff, people get penalized for that kind of thing because it's just so it's so lame. You know, everyone's so I don't know. Jig Kang 24. So I'm player 2, but everyone is so anal when it comes. Not everyone, sorry. Some people are so anal when it comes to. Oh my god, and it's going to be a lot of Cabal people. When it comes to you know, win-loss records, like who the frig cares, man? Just play the game. If you lose, you lose. Beautiful. Excellent. You can hear the sound is not better. Leave it at that. Back out.
Sindel wins. Fatality.
Good sport. Jig Kang willing to go again. Right on. Let's go Shiva this time. Why not? The Cabal is is definitely a fan favorite. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be using. A lot of people are going to be using Cabal. Nice. Beautiful.
Shiva wins.
Shiva.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice. Right on. Excellent. Very good sport. That sound. Oh my goodness! I said I wasn't going to mention it again, but that sound is atrocious. It's the equivalent. It sounds like pimple popping. If that makes sense. All right. Let's give this. Let's give this 3.
Well set.
You know, sometimes you just got to be aggressive, right?
Wins.
Kano wins.
Fight. Well done.
Ah, see, I think he dropped that combo because of the lag spike there. Beautiful, he's got it. Oh, I forgot you can't duck that. Very nice.
3. Fight.
With the fatality. So we took 3 wins. Screen glitching out. Jake Kang wants to keep going. I'll gladly take 5. Someone different every time. How about it? Let's see if we can pull off some of these combos with Kung Lao with the input latency here. Believe me too, though, I am like really mashing the buttons right now like crazy. I think he's got this one. It's all right. Good job, good job. The sound of it messed up. Nice. Kung Lao.
Round 3. Fight.
Beautiful. Ooh, missed up the combo there. Did not mean to. No, the fatality didn't work. I was definitely putting in the right input for it. Alright, we'll do 5 on Ultimate. We'll jump into another
Night Wolf. Round 1. Fight.
I thought he wanted to. Another dropped combo.
Wins. Round 2. Fight.
I'm not sure if that was legit. Okay, so there's 5 matches. You all do 3.
Night Wolf wins. Fatality.
See what I mean? This isn't perfect, but you know, we get used to it, and it's like, okay, well, this is all right. It is not what it's not what we paid for, though. We didn't pay for subpar. We want to be able to crank the sound and play the game without any latency or lag. We got Acid Rain, Bushy Stein. I'm player 2 here. Cabal. We're getting a lot of Cabal players. You know what? I've already used Smoke. A lot of Cabal and Sindel players. So the loading is supposedly gone, but I don't think it is. Alright. This is a lot faster than UMK3.
Fight.
Look at that. Holy crap, this is fast.
Wins.
Smoke. And again, terrible sound. The sound, crackling sound is on every version that you play online. Guy definitely knows what he's doing. There's the low kick there. Alright, good match. But I don't know if this is going to turn off people that just use the same characters over and over and over again too. However, we just lost the connection to the other players, so maybe he took the win and that was it. Let's jump into Mortal Kombat 4. Why not? So Mortal Kombat 4 I suck at. I haven't played this one. I haven't played this one in the arcade in whatever, it's been 25, 30 years. I've played a decent amount, not recently, but in the past on the N64, Dreamcast, and the PlayStation. However, all that was basically just against the computer. So playing against a human opponent in Mortal Kombat 4 is definitely a lesson in humility for me. But we'll see how it goes if I can find a match. So, I mean, the things we've seen tonight, as of right now, you know, you be the judge. You tell me what you think, and you know, I welcome all comments. It's been about what, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, looking for a match in MK4. Apparently, this was the biggest issue. Well, not the biggest. One of the big issues on Steam was that day one it wasn't even working. You couldn't get any matches. Playing on Xbox right now, we're having a tough time too, so I'll give it another 20 seconds and then we'll jump into a couple of the console ports and then we'll shut this video down. Doesn't look like we're getting anything on the Xbox. See, and that's the cool thing about lobbies. They should definitely have lobbies included. Alright, just for shits and giggles, let's try Mortal Kombat for the Sega Genesis. Is anybody playing this one online? Alright, we're gonna have a Sega Genesis battle in Mortal Kombat 1. See how this goes. Bushy Stallion versus Coyote Black. Multiplayer, who would have thought?
What?
Now, obviously, this isn't an arcade port, so you can't compare it to the online to anything in the arcade.
What?
I will say, though, I mean, this is available online on Fightcade, right? Fightcade has all of these versions. The only game that Fightcade doesn't have is Mortal Kombat 4.
Excellent.
As you can hear, the sound is horrendous in this too. I do like that. Fatality. Alright, how often are we going to get the chance to play the Genesis online in our lifetime? Unless they, you know, polish this and fix it. Let's go with Kano. Kano's fatality in this is actually back-back. I think it's back-back low punch or back-back high punch. But you know what? I've never played Genesis online, that's for sure. Barely played it against anyone when I was younger. You know, when the game is running smoothly, I love the music. Sega Genesis actually has really good music. Oh, now it's getting choppy. Mess with that. It sounds like someone's having like someone's taking a diarrhea in the bathroom, these sound effects. And it's not the sound effects of the Genesis, it's the online. When the music starts getting all crazy, it sounds like someone's taking a shit. Like a Walmart bathroom or something. You walk in and all you hear is this. Here we go, back, low punch. Fatality. Alright, Coyote Black. Let's do one more. If you got it in you, let's do one more. Excellent. Excellent. So the animation in the Genesis back in the day was not bad at all. And I do like playing with the CRT filter. I really like the reflection on the side of the TV. It's very, very authentic. Like, they did a great job at capturing that. Totally messed with that. Oh, are they gonna give me time? There we go, we got it. The dropping was always quicker than the screen would let you, than the screen would shift. All right, we'll take 3 to that. They backed out anyway, so it's fine. Let's try 32X. Still isn't fixed on here. Let's try Ultimate MK3 on the Super Nintendo. If this doesn't work, then we'll jump into MK4 and we'll finish it off on that. There are people, I guess, in the UMK3 for Super Nintendo. Bushy Stallion versus Series Gaming TV on player 2 side. Motaro, Kintaro, they're all available. If he's starting in Smoke, I will start with my trusty Sindel. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, gotta be honest, that round sounded pretty good.
Round 2. Fight.
Down, 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 low punch. Alright, so far, again, this is the Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat 2 is the best connection that I had online so far for the online. And now Ultimate, I don't think you meant to choose Rain. But now Ultimate MK3 for the Super Nintendo seems to be running pretty decent.
Round 1. Fight.
That wasn't right. Wait, start there. All right, so I gotta be honest. This here is not bad. Nice. Fatality works decent.
Fatality.
It's too bad because the Sega Genesis version of UMK3 is actually better than this one. Oh, it almost popped my eardrums there.
Round 1. Fight.
Nice. Ooh, nice. All right, so hey, listen, if you want to play Ultimate MK3 for Super Nintendo on this collection, then hey, it's not that bad. You know what? There's something up with the damage, I think. Something does not seem right here. That sweep has taken off no damage.
Round 3.
Alright, something seems a little off with the amount of damage. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. What is that? No, 19%. Okay, you know what? 6% for us. Okay, that is totally off. Alright, so, you know what? There you have it. 5 hits, 10%. The damage is way off in this. Alright, so while it plays good, the damage is incredibly off. Unless he did something I don't know about here. Because I've hit this guy a million times. That's sweet. Yeah, that's definitely off. Alright, I take it back then about the online being accurate for this. That is crazy, because I had to literally kick the living shit out of him. All right, one more. So let's try MK4 now. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you sat through this and watched, let me know what you think about the online right now. And like I said, I was like, oh, I'm actually having fun. Okay, C shade player 2 set. But then I realized that I was basically
Round 1. Fight.
accepting this. And getting used to it and then thinking, okay, this is okay, but this isn't how the game is supposed to play, right? Ha-ha! Oh yes, this guy knows what he's doing for sure.
Round 2. Fight.
And I wonder if a lot of people that play this only use certain characters. Like if there's characters in this that are favored more than others. Like I said, I haven't played enough. And this guy knows what he's doing. It's good. Alright. Well, good match. I'll give you 3 wins and then we'll back out of this.
Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Round 1. Fight.
Pull him through over there! Got the slightest clue what I'm doing. Oh yeah, with the high punch and then the ice. Beautiful. Love that. That was silly of me.
Round 2. Fight.
Be a flawless victory. Nice. Alright, well, my friend, you kick ass.
Finish him.
Very good.
Sub-Zero wins.
Here we go. The last one, ladies and gentlemen.
Jellic. Round 1. Fight.
Maximum damage disabled. Oh. What a bunch of gibberish. Gotta love that move. Scream. A little bit of choppiness.
Round 2. Fight.
What the hell was that? It would have been cool if back in the day they could have used digitized actors, but in like a 3D environment. That would have been actually really cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the online portion of this video. Once again, let me know what you think. Let me know what your opinion of this is right here. I'll tell you right now from playing, yes, you can get used to it. You can end up having fun with it. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, this isn't what we paid for. It's not what we were promised. We did not ask for subpar online. We expected to be given the online that they had promised in the review. You know, they showcased it like it was going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, which is a ridiculous saying. I'm just going to say that right now. I mean, sliced bread, and how hard was that to think of? But yeah, they were saying that, you know, they made us believe that it was going to be the greatest thing. And it wasn't upon release. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you watched the video, I do appreciate it. And we will see you later in another video. Enjoy the rest of your day.